Okay, we're going to show you how to change the light bulb in a GE profile, microwave, and this is the kind that tilts out when you run it. So there's some other videos online, but they're not for this particular model. I can get you a model number and we'll refer to it. So what you do is show these 3 screws up here on top. And we take those out. Actually, let's see, 2 screws I think for now. And then this comes out. So after you take the screws off, then you actually slide it to the left. And it's not real apparent at first, but when you do, then it comes off, and there are these little tabs here, and they slide in these slots right here. That's why you got to slide it to get it out. So you set that aside. So once you get this piece off, then you have to access the piece of metal that is covering up where the light is. So that's 1 screw. Take it out, you lift it out, you lift it up and then straight out. And what you see in here is the access to the bulb. It's right there. You can tip it. Little tabs right here. You squeeze that, and you kind of have to wiggle it a little bit, and then those are what hold it in place. So you squeeze them, and you lift it straight up. Now that bulb came on. It's because the filament is broken, but it happened to fall together. So, of course, now I've read some people put those back in, but so what we did is we got online. We found the bulb for this model, and it comes in plastic. And you buy them in quantities of 2, but they're pretty cheap. And I want to hold this by the plastic so I don't get my finger oils on there. And of course you just take the prongs and you stick it in there. Now you got your new bulb in there. And of course you reverse the procedure. So now look at, you can see the fixture that's coming out of. Can you see that? Well, that's where you're going to put it back into. Get a better idea, and then you do the opposite. You squeeze the metal and you kind of wiggle it a little bit, and you'll hear it kind of pop in place. Okay, so then that spring steel, once you get it in there, it'll keep it in position. There it goes. So now it's seated properly. So now you have to just put things back together. So you take that piece of metal that we removed shortly ago, set that back in place, line up your screw hole, and put the screw back in. That's that, and then stop for a second. So one of these little tabs came off. So when you do this, you got to be careful that this doesn't slide off. Mine did, and you have to get it back in place. Actually, that's upside down, I think. So it goes like this, and then when you put that screw in, it'll have a place to go back in. But you line this up over to the left a little bit, if you'll remember, because you've got to fit these tabs back in their spot. And then you slide it to the right. Okay, you heard it lock in place. And then you take, Okay, stop. And you slide it to the left, line it up, and then you just get your 2 screws. Put them back in. When I did this, I was a little bit perplexed on what you had to do to access this. I didn't realize that this panel actually comes off. So now we're done. And hopefully this light bulb will last a good while. So when your old bulbs burn again, that doesn't mean they're still good. The filaments can be loose as in any light bulb. It'll run for a while, but then it's really not a good bulb. So hopefully that helps you learn how to do this. Thanks for watching.